Welcome everyone. This is the short tutorial on how RecallChek is integrated with Inspection Support Network for the new phone app with RecallChek and submitting your inspections directly to your device through Inspection Support Network. Dan Huber is with us today, and we're going to turn it over to Dan and show you how this process works.
Hello everyone, thanks for joining us. The very first thing is on Inspection Support Network. I'm going to go over here to an Inspection Support Network, and let's just talk about making sure your connection is done between your RecallChek and your Inspection Support Network. So after you've logged into your Inspection Support Network, simply go up to Settings and Office Settings. That's Settings and Office Settings. And after you go to Settings and Office Settings, down on the lower left-hand side, you will see that you have RecallChek options. So the RecallChek options, once you click on there, you'll see there that you have your RecallChek username and RecallChek password. So you want to make sure that you put those in and then click your Verify Login and make sure that you get the green Successfully Verified. Now you'll notice that Mike and I do have a test environment here for this video, so we're all good to go. And you'll also see that there's 4 checkboxes. In those 4 checkboxes, the one we want to really talk about tonight is the 4th one, or the bottom one, which is Use RecallChek Mobile. Send my inspection info RecallChek before my inspection. Now, if you're an ISN or Inspection Support Network user and you do not have this 4th box at the bottom, not a problem. This is great new technology that we're implementing. So just let our inspection support team know and they will get that updated for you immediately. But most of you should have that 4th box, and just make sure that all 4 are clicked. Once you have that, make sure you hit Save Settings. So then it's going to be as simple as taking your order. So I'm just going to go up here to Inspections and Inspection Order Form, and we're not going to fill out the whole order, but I just want to go over a couple things. So if I put in some year built and say some square footage, and I'm not going to fill out the rest for this video, I just want to go to the inspector's date and time. So let's say I was the inspector, and let's say the inspection was going to be for the 9th, and let's just say 2 o'clock as an example, and 2 hours. And Mike and I are going to use an example of 4854 Knollwood Drive, and we're going to put in Las Vegas. And then, as our ISN users know, when you hit check address, we tie you into Google. We'll hit Use Validated Address, so all of our information is correct to go into your RecallChek, your 90-day warranty, your agreements, your emails, all the things that ISN does, so you'll be able to see your drive time and make sure that information goes over to your RecallChek properly. I'm just going to click on Client, and I'm just going to search for an existing client. I'm going to grab me, and so my information auto-populates in, and I'm going to do a buyer's agent as well, so that we can see Dan Huber here, that all the information pops right in. So I'm going to just click on my fees so that the ISN will add up our fees, and we'll just click that in. We'll hit Review so that now we have taken our order. Obviously, that was not a complete order, but it serves for our video here, and there's our nice photo of that house right from Google. So once you have that set up, again, Settings and Office Settings, down at the bottom is your RecallChek options. Make sure you have your username and password in and your RecallChek Mobile, and you've saved your settings. And after you take an order on ISN, then the system is going to send RecallChek all of your information automatically. You do not have to do anything at all, and it will be over into their system in approximately 1 hour. We do only send over the information to RecallChek 48 hours before each inspection, and Mike will show you why we do that, so you don't have to look at a bunch of information if you're a busy office on your RecallChek phone app. Now you will see here, if we look at this Knollwood Drive, for our users that have been using ISN and the RecallChek, you used to click on the RecallChek. You have the RC for RecallChek, and you used to click on that box, and you would send in the information here. The great thing about this new phone app that RecallChek has created for you is there's going to be no typing at all. So you won't need to click anything. You'll just put in your order right away. So that's as simple as it is on the ISN side. So Mike, if you want to change over to your computer and show the folks about the great RecallChek app.
Absolutely. So you guys should be seeing my screen here. We want to make sure that you have your username and password for your RecallChek account. If you do not have it, please go to RecallChek.com and notice the sign up tab here up at the top where you can fill out this information and our office will contact you and get you going on your account with us. But we're going to log in to RecallChek.com. And the first page that'll come up is the old way, even before we've integrated long time ago with Inspection Support Network on the integration. So this is the old page to enter in all the information. The new way is over here on the phone app, and you can see that I actually have one of our tablets hooked up to this. And if you haven't downloaded the RecallChek app, make sure you go to your Play Store, your App Store, to make sure you download it. Search RecallChek. Make sure you spell it right, and it's a free download. So once you have that on the device, the first time it's going to have your username and password, which I've already done. And now once we get in here, we're going to fetch the appointment. So this is something you would do at the end of the day or at the beginning of your day, and make sure that this is updating with all of your current information. We can see there's new one appointment that has been added. This came over from ISN to our device, so this means that I'm at the inspection on the 9th of May here, and we're simply going to click this button to the right to open up the appliance or to add the appliances. It brings up the contact information. So if something was needed to be updated, for instance, an email address, they wanted you to put their personal one and out of work, you can always go into the device and change it on the go just by revising the property down at the bottom. But up at the top, we're going to hit the Add Appliance tab. And this is going to take us to the page where we can fill out the appliance on site. And we're going to pick a dishwasher real quick. And notice that it has the drop-down box. We selected it pre-fills for this device. Let's say it's a Maytag dishwasher. We'll select Maytag, and at this point we can either take a picture or select from the gallery. For this example, I'm going to take a picture real quick just of the actual screen I'm working on, and that's a picture of the data tag. And once I'm done with that, I can hit the Done button on my device. And you'll see that the one appliance, or I'm sorry, the one data tag picture you just took is now there at the very bottom. We simply go down and save the appliance. At the next step, you can go in and add another appliance. So now we're on to the microwave, or we're onto the stove, or maybe it's the air conditioning unit, whatever you want. So we can add another appliance real quick, and I'll add in a microwave. And we'll say that this one is a LG, popular nowadays. And at that point, let's go ahead and select from the gallery. And what this does is it brings up your pictures on your device, so you can take the picture before using the phone app and just select out of your gallery. So I'll pick one of these. And there's the data tag that we put in. And down at the bottom. Now, before I submit this, one thing I do want to mention, there are a couple devices out there that have some memory issues, and when you select Take Picture from the device, the app would crash. If you're running into that problem, try taking the picture before you go into the app, and then select it from the gallery. So that's kind of the fix and the workaround for that. And then you save the appliance. And I'm not going to submit any more for just the demonstration here, but you can add as many appliances to your account as you want to. Once you're done here, you're going to hit the Finalize Appointment button, and in just a moment or two, it's going to submit over to us. Also, if you needed to add this after it's submitted, you would have to do that through RecallChek.com, not through your device. Once it's sent over there, it's going to disappear off of your device, and it's going to be sent over to your RecallChek account. And folks, that is as easy as it gets. With that, I'm going to put up a little contact information here if you wanted to pause the screen. If you have any questions over this, please contact ISN Direct. There's their phone number and an email address. You can also contact RecallChek Direct. There's our phone number and my email address. Please let us know what type of questions you have. We want to make sure that this is working for you, because the integration that Inspection Support Network does with us, RecallChek, is just to make your lives a lot easier as well. So Dan, I really appreciate you taking some time to go over this and get this video done, and hopefully everyone learned a lot.